to 0, I know that acceleration is defined as dv by dt. So since acceleration is equal to dv by dt is equal to 0,
Velocity is called always
V is
constant.
constant.
therefore v is equal to a constant. V naught. Okay, so I'm assuming that the constant velocity is V naught. What do we know about V? So, V के बारे में हमें क्या मालूम? V is equal to
dr by dt.
But since we are only in one dimension, therefore I don't need this r vector,
Vector.
because r vector is the position vector. The position vector is xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. I don't need that anymore. We are working only in one dimension, but we don't know which dimension. It may be, the motion may be happening along the x-axis, motion may be happening along the y-axis, motion may be happening along the z-axis, and motion may be happening along any line. For example, here, the motion was happening along b minus a. It's the space में ऐसी line. So I don't know what the axis is. So I will assume that the axis is x-axis. But whatever I will write will be valid for any axis. Right? जहाँ पे भी motion हो रहा है, you just have to replace that x by that particular axis. I will write this as dx by dt. Okay. So assuming that motion is along x-axis, maybe along any other axis. Okay, so v is equal to dx by dt. So dx by dt is equal to v naught, because v is equal to a constant. So dx is equal to v naught dt. और जो काम मैं यहाँ नहीं कर पाया था, वो यहाँ पे कर रहा हूँ. Whenever you have a d term on the left and d term on the right, then you have to integrate. In physics, of course, you cannot integrate without limits. You have to have limits. So on the right hand side of the equation, we are dealing with a variable time. So the limits must be of time.
0 to t.
0 to t. 0 represents when I started the stopwatch, and t represents an arbitrary time on the stopwatch.
X
On
naught
the
to
left hand side, we are dealing with the x coordinate. So the limits here will be xi, which is the initial x coordinate, and xf, which is the final y coordinate, final x coordinate. So xf minus xi is equal to v naught t. So xf is equal to xi plus v naught t. Right. So if we are dealing with zero acceleration, then this is the formula, right? Which is nothing but displacement is equal to velocity into time. So you see, in one dimensional motion, for zero acceleration, average velocity and instantaneous velocity become the same. And that is why we had here Rf minus Ri is equal to 10. It was nothing but Rf minus Ri is equal to V naught t. ठीक है ना?